The cells of our body require constant supply of nutrients, oxygen, and a variety of other substances for their proper functioning. Carbon dioxide and other harmful waste products which are produced by the cells are to be removed immediately to protect our body from their toxic effects. The body fluids like blood, lymph act as vehicles for all these substances, and the circulatory system is engaged to channelize the circulating fluids in the right direction. Hello everyone, I am Nivedita Kauri, MBBS student at Bankura Sammiloni Medical College, West Bengal. Today, I am going to start a new chapter, Body Fluids and Circulation. In today's video, I will be talking about blood with its components, tissue fluid and lymph. Let's talk about blood. Blood is a special connective tissue. Special connective tissue. It has two components, plasma, which constitutes 55% of blood, and formed elements, which constitutes 45% of blood. Plasma has different constituents. 90 to 92% is water. 6 to 8% is different plasma proteins. It has different minerals like sodium ion, potassium ion, calcium ion, chloride ion, bicarbonate ion, etc. And there are some coagulation factors or clotting factors. Plasma without coagulation factors is known as serum. Plasma proteins are synthesized in our liver. There are different types of plasma proteins. Important are albumin, globulin, fibrinogen and prothrombin. Albumin maintains normal blood volume and thereby it maintains normal oncotic pressure. Then globulin. There are different classes of globulin like alpha, beta, gamma, etc. Gamma globulins are also known as antibodies. So they are involved in normal defense mechanism of our body. Fibrinogen and prothrombin, both of them help in normal coagulation process of our body. The formed elements of blood. We have RBC, WBC and platelets as our formed elements. Let's talk about RBC. RBCs are also known as erythrocytes. Erythro means red and cyte means cell. So, erythrocyte means red cells. Why these cells are red in color? Because of presence of hemoglobin. Normally, 100 ml of blood contains 12 to 16 grams of hemoglobin. 12 to 16 grams of hemoglobin is present in 100 ml of blood. Normal count of RBC in adult healthy man is 5 to 5.5 millions per millimeter cube of blood. RBC count is slightly higher in males than females because of testosterone hormone. Testosterone hormone stimulates formation of RBC. Normally RBCs are round and biconcave in shape. Round and biconcave. This biconcave shape of RBC is helpful for its transport of gases. Transport of gases is the principal function of RBC and this function is facilitated by this biconcave shape. RBCs do not have nucleus and they do not have mitochondria. As mitochondria is absent in RBC, they can respire only by anaerobic respiration. Now, formation of RBCs is known as erythropoiesis. Erythropoiesis occurs in our bone marrow. Different hormones and vitamins facilitate erythropoiesis, like vitamin B12, folic acid, vitamin C stimulates erythropoiesis, and erythropoietin hormone, thyroxine, testosterone, they also stimulate this process. Do you know from where this erythropoietin is secreted? Yes, it is secreted from our kidney, mainly from kidney, and some amount is secreted from liver. Average lifespan of RBCs is 120 days. After that, they are destroyed in different parts of our body, mainly in spleen. That's why spleen is also known as the graveyard of RBCs. Now, what are the functions of RBC? As I have mentioned earlier, transport of gases is the main function of RBC. If you want to know the process of transport of gases in our body, see my videos on human respiratory system. I have given the link in the description box. Apart from transport, they also perform some other functions, like they maintain the normal acid-base balance in our body. Why? Because hemoglobin is present inside our RBC, and hemoglobin acts as a buffer to maintain the normal pH of our body. RBCs are present in huge number in our blood. That's why they also help to maintain the normal viscosity of our blood. Now, what is polycythemia? Polycythemia means increase in number of RBCs in blood. So, what is anemia? Anemia is decrease in number of RBC or hemoglobin or both in the blood of a person with respect to age, sex and geographical altitude. Let's talk about WBC. WBCs are also known as leukocytes. Leuko means white, but these cells are actually colorless. Why? Because they do not have hemoglobin, but they have nucleus. Normal total count of WBC in a healthy individual is 6,000 to 8,000 per millimeter cube. Based on presence or absence of intracellular granules, WBCs can be classified into two groups. WBCs are of two types, granulocytes and agranulocytes. Granulocytes have granules inside their cytoplasm, and agranulocytes are devoid of intracellular granules. The granulocytes are neutrophil, eosinophil and basophil, and the granulocytes are lymphocyte and monocyte. Neutrophil constitute 60 to 65% of total WBC count. Eosinophil constitute 2 to 3%, basophil 0.5 to 1%, lymphocytes 20 to 25%, and monocytes constitute up 6 to 8%. These neutrophils are important phagocytic cell of our body. They engulf any foreign particle that enters in our body and destroy them. Eosinophil. Eosinophils are involved in different allergic response and parasitic infestation. Basophils. Basophils secrete histamine, serotonin, heparin, etc. These mediators are involved in acute inflammatory response. Lymphocytes. Lymphocytes can be classified into two groups, T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes. Lymphocytes help in normal immune response of our body. Monocyte, like neutrophil, they are also important phagocytic cell of our body. When monocytes leave the vasculature and enter tissue spaces, they are known as macrophages. Macrophages are also important phagocytic cell of our body. Now, what is leukocytosis and what is leukopenia? Cytosis means increase in number of cells. So, leukocytosis simply means increase in WBC count or increase in leukocyte count, and penia means decrease in cell count. So, leukopenia is decrease in WBC count in our blood. What about platelets? Let's talk about them. Platelets. Platelets are not actually cells. They are fragments of cell. The name of the cell is megakaryocyte. Mega means large. So, megakaryocytes are large cells which are present in our bone marrow. The normal platelet count in our blood is 1.5 to 3.5 lakh per millimeter cube. The platelets are involved in coagulation or clotting process. Now, what is thrombocytopenia or thrombocytosis? Platelets are also known as thrombocyte. So, cytosis means increase in number of cells. Thrombocytosis is the increase in number of platelets in our blood, and thrombocytopenia is the decrease in number of platelets in our blood. Our next topic of discussion is tissue fluid and lymph. When blood passes through capillaries, some amount of water along with water soluble substances leave the vasculature and enter tissue space. This fluid is known as tissue fluid or interstitial fluid. The exchange of gases, nutrients between blood and cells occurs through this fluid. When tissue fluid enters the lymphatic system of our body, it is known as lymph. Lymph is a colorless fluid. As its name suggests, it contains lymphocytes. I have said earlier that lymphocytes are involved in immune response of our body. So, lymph also contributes to normal immune response. Apart from this, lymph also helps in transport of different substances like nutrients throughout our body. While discussing the human digestive system, I have said that lymph also helps in absorption of fat. To know the mechanism of absorption of fat, see my videos on human digestive system. This is all for today. If you found my video helpful, like it, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Press the bell icon to get notifications first. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Coming soon with my next video.